are, Freddie. Welcome back to everybody. Pitch Like a Pro, Part 5. We've been on a journey here with our lovely group who's getting ready to pitch to Hollywood, and we have a great update for you. Freddie, how are we doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. You know, it's always good to do another behind the scenes with this great cast and our super host, Dan the Man.
I appreciate it. Dan, the man with the hair guy. It didn't really rhyme, but okay. Well, we have writers here. We'll come up with something great. You guys look awesome. We got some great updates. How is everybody feeling today?
Good.
What's the enthusiasm? Come on, guys. I heard you pitch to the school. You're getting ready to pitch like a Hollywood. 6 months from now, someone might be sitting in a chair with their name on it. Who's not fired up?
Me. I mean, I am fired up.
Sydney, how are we feeling today?
Great. I had a really good time pitching. I was super nervous, but I killed it. I mean, I don't want to talk highly of myself, but I think I killed it.
Absolutely. If you can go back to week 1, Sydney, what advice would you give yourself?
I would tell her to have more confidence in herself and know that she can do anything that she sets her mind to.
Boom. Freddie, do you hear that, Freddie?
Oh, yeah, I heard it.
Awesome. Awesome. Mike, how about you, sir? How are we feeling today?
Hey, I'm feeling great. Looking
Awesome.
good, Dan. I love being here.
That's good. I like you being here. And if you could go back to week 1, Mike, what advice would you give Mr. Mike?
I would definitely agree with Sydney. I would be less scared. I think in the beginning I was more nervous and my confidence was low. But after all the work we've gone through and done, my confidence is up. I got a story that's put together that I'm confident about, and every time I pitch it, it's not the same, but it's the same structurally. So that tells me that it's good to go. So, yeah.
Wonderful. Christine, how we doing?
Good. How are you?
We're great.
Yes, she
We're
is.
great. Thanks for being here. And how's the whole process going for you?
Good. It's going really good. Nonstop, but going really good.
So,
Doing
Christine,
hair, makeup.
if you could go back to week 1, Christine, what advice would you give yourself?
Or to write everything down and to listen. To listen.
Okay. Oh, it sounds like advice my father-in-law gave me before I married his daughter. He said, just write everything down and listen, kid, okay? You're marrying a Latin woman here. You got to get it right.
I love that.
How's the
And how about
browsers
you, Monique? How you doing?
I'm doing well, Dan. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I can't complain.
All right.
So, Monique, if you could go back to your week 1 self, what advice would you give Monique?
Oops.
What
Oh.
advice would I give myself back in
That's
week
it.
1? To just trust the process and keep plugging away, keep doing it. You know,
Wonderful.
take all of the advice that's given from Angel and organize her notes.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Well, wonderful. Awesome. And how was everything with your pitch decks? Did you guys have fun with that?
Fun
yes.
is not a word I would use.
So, Sydney, what word would you use to sum up creating pitch decks?
For beginners, it's frustrating. I didn't know how to do the formatting. Even after being shown, I still had a hard time doing it. But once I got it down pat, it's easy. But when you're thrown into the Shark Tank, I'm like, what in the actual is this? I wanted to scream. I called Michael and Monique every day, and I'm like, dude, I'm about to pull my hair out. They're like, no, just try it, just keep going. And I did. Thankfully, I did.
That's it.
But
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. That's it.
luckily, I got good people in this group, and they helped me.
So if we were all in the same state after your pitching, we'd probably go out for drinks, right?
Definitely.
Most
Definitely.
definitely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. So, Christine, what's been that absolutely had some stank on it. It
That's
definitely
right.
did.
It's right over there. No, I'm kidding.
So,
Absolutely.
Christine, your hair looks great today, by the way. I don't know what it is, but I
Her
see it in a
hair
magazine.
always looks great.
Thank
Always
you.
looks
Yeah, it
great.
does.
So, Christine, tell us about that stank behind that. Let's hear. What's behind it?
What's behind what? My hair?
No, the frustration and the pitch deck. What's been your biggest frustration with everything?
Just decision on what I'm gonna use, because the whole time you're brainstorming and you're coming up with this and coming up with that and making sure you have this done, and then you create, you start getting, creative, and start liking what you're doing and visioning it, and then it's like, choices now, and narrowing down things like that. So I think that was my biggest frustration of how I was gonna just. It seems like it just happens, though. It just boils up and it comes from here and there, and then before you know it, you just keep on. You scream, you pull your hair out, dance it out, whatever it takes. But you just keep on and keep on and keep on, and then before you know it, you have done something. You really have, and I mean,
Yeah.
I am just amazed, and I am so proud of what this class has given me, and I'm just going to keep giving back and keep learning, and I appreciate it. So yeah, I guess I just loved it, and it was just that I wish I had more time to put more into it, because I keep going back to that. I
Mm-hmm.
was playing around with it before I got on here, so it's
Well,
it's
wonderful. That's what we
so.
like to hear, and maybe we'll have to. You said you have to dance it out. Maybe later we'll see what you mean. You could show us how you danced it out.
Okay, just from,
Yeah. We'll do a dance. You know what we'll do? In between questions, when we go from one person to the other, we'll have a dance break.
Okay.
All right. And so with that, we're going to start with Mr. Mike. And if you're in a loud area, we'll mute. Mr. Mike, how are we feeling today?
Hey, I'm feeling great.
All righty. That's good. Good. So, Mike, you've come a long way over these past few weeks, learning to build a professional pitch deck, refining your story, and presenting to real decision makers. Looking back, what's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself as a storyteller?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Yeah, take your time, think about it.
All right.
Yeah. What's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself as a storyteller? I know when I was doing it, the biggest thing I've learned about myself is I wear my heart on my sleeve. So I'm going to show the emotions that I feel. And if I cry, if I get angry, that's just the way I am. I have to do that. That's just who I am.
Yeah, see, that's cool. I mean, if I try to like not feel emotions, but when I'm writing, I try to feel emotions, I guess you can say. But it's always a balance between my kids are always running around and my wife and stuff, so I'm always like trying to stay in the focus and all that. But the biggest thing I learned about myself through all of this, probably
As a storyteller.
That I have a story to tell. That I didn't realize I had. Before all this, I didn't realize I had a story to tell. I was trying to make one up. And then after all this, I've like structured it all out and wrote it all out and started writing the screenplay. I'm more than halfway through, and I'm like, I can't believe all the story I have. All the stuff that's happening in my story, everything's connecting. It's like, wow.
That's awesome.
So it's cool.
Good job. Yeah, your story belongs at the movies, on streaming services, and we're going to be right there with you, cheering you on when it's there.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Question 2. Was there a specific moment during the process, maybe getting feedback or rebuilding your pitch deck, when everything just clicked and your story just felt ready?
Oh, that's hard.
You know, sometimes in life you're maybe not catching on, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Uh, I think after the pitch deck was done for the first time, before I keep sending it back to get like adjusted, when it's all the way done, it feels like the hardest thing to create, but once you're done with it, it's like you want to start creating a bunch of them. So now the other ones are way easier, but that was the moment when it was done, and I was like, wow, I can't believe I can do that. So now I can do it again, and I know how to do it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's great. Did you? I know when I made mine for my film, I would look at it all night.
yeah, that's exactly. Well, I'm doing it right now. It's
Yeah.
all I do. I sit there and I look at it and I adjust it, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but it's cool.
Awesome. All
Thank
right,
you.
now, Mike, if you
Yeah.
can believe this, you're just one step away from pitching to a movie producer.
Yeah,
All right?
that's
How are you
awesome.
feeling about going into that moment? What are you nervous? Are you confident? Are you excited? What do you hope? And what do you hope to take away from that pitch? So, two questions. How are you feeling going into that moment? And what do you hope to take away from that pitch?
Okay. So I think once I go in there, just like I pitched to Jen and the Honor Society, the school pitch, I felt like when I got in there, I was going to lose all my nervousness, and I was just going to go with the pitch, but I found that the nervousness kind of helped in my favor, and just taking a pause and taking a deep breath, and then taking like a thought for a second and realizing what's going on and grounding myself, I felt a lot more confident, and it was like way more relaxed, like, you know what I mean, like talking to somebody about my story. And I'm going to do that with the executive, even though I know they're in a higher position and I want something from them. But I'm also not going to not talk to them like a human being, you know, and just cordially have a conversation and try to get them to understand that I'm more than understand my story. I want them to understand that my story means a lot to me and that I know my story. And they're confident about that at the end of the meeting.
I love that. That made so much sense, man.
All right, cool.
All right, so you know what time it is, Mike?
What time is it?
Dance break to Christine.
All right.
All right, everybody, dance break to Christine. Send it to Christine. Christine, how we doing?
Ken is dancing too.
All righty, how we feeling, Christine? Are you ready? You're ready. Guys, she's ready, right? That's right. She's ready. Because you know why, Christine? You have come a long way over the past few weeks, learning the pitch deck, refining your story. Okay, we'll get right to the point, Christine.
Okay.
Over these past few weeks, what is the biggest thing you've learned about yourself as a storyteller?
That I have a really good story to tell, and I have lots of stories to tell, and that I just I don't know what about myself that I can accomplish some of my dreams, and it's not too late for me to.
It's never too late. Absolutely not.
But no, especially in this industry, it's never too late.
Especially in this industry, absolutely. Because you know what they say, Christine?
Okay.
You ever hear people say, wow, you know, you just got discovered overnight. No, I didn't. I've been at this a while. I just did this one movie, and now everybody wants to hire the K-pop girls.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
that is great. Absolutely. I'm going to give you applause for that one. That's a good one, Christine.
I
So
had to
during
travel
yeah.
in time. I traveled in time to get that answer in the future and came back. That's where I
Well,
went.
that's good. That's good. If you, I like that. That's good.
You
Yeah.
must be cool with Monique's character then.
Well, if you could go back and tell all of us that we'll see you soon. Okay. Yeah.
That's right. And
Congratulate us
belief
for all
is
our
everything.
Oscars. Yeah.
And belief is everything. Belief is everything. Whatever you believe, you can achieve.
Amen.
Amen.
and-
Very true. Now, during all this, Christine, Was there a specific moment during this, like when you were doing your pitch deck, feedback, or during these behind the scenes when just everything just made sense and it clicked and your story just felt like it was ready?
After the last meeting, it really started to come together when we had the expert come in, and I went first, and I was I lost my train of thought for a second, but I just kept going, and it turned out to be really, really good. She has some fantastic pointers, and I was just listening and listening. And so I hope I answered your question.
No, of course you did. That answered it great.
Okay.
That was great. Awesome.
Okay.
Now, final question. If you can believe it, Christine, you're one step away from pitching your idea to a Hollywood movie producer. How are you feeling? What emotions do you have? And what do you hope to take away from your pitch?
A box office.
And what does box office mean to you? What does that mean to you?
People that are enjoying the types of genre that I'm telling are at that place, and I'm there watching them do it, and and reacting, and seeing your vision, and someone up there giving that to you, and everybody in the crowd applauding for that, and they take away from it, and they still talk about it. Did you see that movie, or that story about that, stuff like that? So
yeah, a movie that just it
so
stands.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it stands the time. It just never goes away. They still talk about it. Yeah,
Right.
like It's a Wonderful Life. People still talk about it. Well, great, Christine. That is awesome. Guys, let's hear it for Christine.
Hey,
Now, Christine,
yeah,
can you dance break to Monique?
Monique, it's your turn.
Monique, we're time traveling to Monique. How we doing, Monique?
I'm doing well.
We're feeling good?
Yeah. Feeling tired, but we're good.
Well, we appreciate you coming here, sharing your story. And if you're tired, that's a good thing. That means you're working hard.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
So, Monique, so you've come a long way these past few weeks. A pitch deck, refining your story, presenting to real decision makers. Now let's look back through all these weeks. What's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself as a storyteller?
I learned that I'm a world builder. I feel like in everything you do, you should have like a niche where, you're an expert, or building up to become an expert in a specific part of the overall experience, and I really think I'm a world builder. Like everyone knows here, I wrote my story back in 2023. It was the first story I wrote when I started LA Film School.
Let's see where.
And picking it back up, I mean, the screenplay was done, and but in building the pitch deck, I read through my screenplay again just to sort of refresh my memory, because I have 4 other stories too that I've written for school. And I just really realized that I love building worlds, different worlds, like imaginative worlds.
That's awesome. I like that. Building worlds, a world build. Sounds like that could be the name of your production company, World Building Productions.
You never know.
Never know. Now, during this, when you realize you learned about yourself, you're a world builder. Was there a specific moment during all this that you just everything clicked and you felt ready? Was it during these behind the scenes, a week with Angel, talking to Freddie, during the pitch deck?
It was a specific meeting with Angel when she, we were here trying to, lock down the 5 elements of the story, right? And we're talking about the protagonist, we're talking about the obstacles, we're talking about, all of the things. And she just stopped and she's like, you know what you should do? I think you should. This sounds like Star Wars. And she's like, are you a Star Wars fan? And I'm like, not really. Sorry, if I hope I don't offend anybody, but
No, everyone's got their own taste.
yeah. And she's like, you should put, your log line and compare it to, like, go into Chat GPT and compare your log line to Star Wars and see what comes up. And then compare the elements of your story to the elements of Star Wars and see what comes up.
Nice.
And I did that, everything lined up and clicked for me. And I'm like, wow, okay.
Wow. And when you saw everything next to Star Wars, it really cleared up your story and the whole structure and what kind of movie it is.
Yep.
That's great. Awesome.
Just really, I was able to click with it, and I was able to build like a personal connection to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
I had a personal connection with my story, right? But I didn't know how to connect it in a way to pitch it.
Oh, okay. So now with Star Wars, it makes it realistic on how,
Right.
you get that example, and almost like my dad used to tell people, if you've never been to a baseball game, you know nothing about baseball, and you're explaining it, you have no idea. You have to go and see it, and then you're like, oh, now I get it. So when you see Star Wars, it's like, oh, now you get that example. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, can you believe it, Monique? You're just one step away from pitching to a movie producer. I mean, 6 months from now, a year from now, it could be that movie we're watching on Netflix or at the movie theaters. How are you feeling going into that? Like, what emotion is coming up, and what do you hope to take away from that pitch?
The emotion that I have really is preparation. Like, just from the feedback that I received from Jen and from Angel after this pitch with LAFS with Jennifer. There's little tweak that I need to include in my pitch. So I need to, prepare more. So just go through I'm walking like in my house and I just have my pitch. I'm just rattling off my pitch,
I love that. That's good.
So just, being prepared. And of course there's nervousness, and it's a positive nervousness.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because it just brings energy to me. And I really hope, at the least, like, I'm able to find someone who could help support this story of mine and to help it grow further.
Nice. I love that. Absolutely. That's great. Monique, love your answers, and we love you.
Thanks, Dan. Love you too.
Yeah.
Now, Monique, can you dance it to Sydney? And Sydney, reach out on your right hand and grab the dance. There you go. It's Sydney Earp.
What's up?
Tomorrow,
Hey.
she's not going to be Sydney. She's going to be partying it up at the wedding.
No,
Doing
it's Sunday.
dancing. Sunday.
Yay.
Sundays. Tomorrow's a rehearsal.
Oh, well, rehearsal dinner? A lot can happen on rehearsal dinner.
Bridesmaid Earp.
That's
Yo.
it, bridesmaid Earp. Yeah. Well, Sydney, always good to see you. My friend since the beginning.
Yes.
Yes. Now,
You're stuck with
Sydney,
me now.
well, that's the only way I would have it. Let me ask you, Sydney, since you're related to an Earp, has any guys ever come up to you and given you a line?
I can think of one.
Can I hear it? It's just for the fun of it?
Sure. Forget the okay corral. How about okay, can I call you?
That guy's a winner. I don't care what nobody says.
I don't care what anybody says. Take that guy home. So, Sydney, you've come a long way. I mean, you've come a long way these past few weeks.
I have.
You've become good friends with Angel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. Now you've learned how to do a pitch deck, refined your story. You've presented to a real decision maker.
Yeah, it was very cool.
What that was cool, right? It makes it all real when you're really doing it. So
Yeah.
looking back through all this, what have you learned about Sydney Earp as a storyteller?
Kind of like what Mike said, I have a story to tell. I knew I had a story to tell before, but when you step back, because as writers, we're very close to our stories. So when you kind of step back from an outside point of view, and look at it, you realize that this story is actually good. Like, you actually have a story to tell. And that made me I mean, I was super happy with my story, but that made me super happy to hear someone else tell me that this is a great idea. And I'm like, thanks.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me just
Duh.
another one.
I mean, there's so many I have.
Right. I know. I have like a whole on my note on my phone and in my notes file. I have like seven on one list. I'm like, let me just get started.
Now, as a writer, first, love that answer. That's great. As a writer, do you find yourself just at random places and ideas coming into your head? Just
Oh my gosh,
randomly?
I'll be driving.
Right?
That's how my story that I'm about to pitch came up. I used to be an Uber driver, and I was driving down the road, and I'm like, well, that'd be a good idea. I pulled over and wrote it and put it in my
Gotta
phone so I
get
wouldn't
this
forget.
down. I mean, that's a good one.
And then now I'm pitching it.
Look at that. And you might be walking up to the Sydney Earp chair. We all know what chair we're talking about, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll be
If
a
you
good
don't,
moment.
you better look it up.
Yeah. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, they talk about when they first walked on set at Good Will Hunting, they were crying. They couldn't
I
believe
would
it.
too.
And Robin Williams comes up to him and says, "It's real. You don't have to pinch yourself." Yeah.
That's
So,
Mm.
during all this, Sydney, was there a specific moment during all this? I think I even know the answer to this. Maybe during your feedback, you know what I mean. Was there a specific moment where it clicked and your story was finally ready?
Yes, actually, it was just a couple days ago. The Ordinary World. I knew my story. I know my story through my heart, like as if it's my child. But for some weird reason, I could not figure out what the Ordinary World was. But once I figured that out, it just all came together like a puzzle piece.
Yeah, that's great.
And
I love it.
like now I can tell my story 17 times in a row.
It's funny how it could be so hard, and then you're like, "Why was that so hard?"
Yeah,
I totally get it
and
now.
I
What is
was
that?
literally like, oh my god, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna freak out. Like when popped bottle of wine open, I'm like, what is going on? So I think I was just too close to the subject. I just went to bed, and the next day I'm like, are you kidding me?
Hey, I like it. Yeah, that's great. Charles Dickens got the idea in the his famous story where Christmas past comes to him, present, past, and future. Christmas that happened to him, but just past came to him in his dream, and then he woke up and then added all the other ones.
Oh wow.
Okay, Sydney, my favorite question for you. If they offer you $3 million to buy your script and turn it into a time travel movie, what do? Tax free.
Yes, let's do it.
so.
What does she do, Mike?
Let's do it.
Yes.
I don't care what.
The grasshopper has become the master.
I don't
There
care.
you go.
My character
Thank
is gonna
you.
grab it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just teasing, but if
Thank
it's at
you so
3
much.
million, yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so Sydney, like that, it's gonna be okay. Sydney, your turn. Time to pitch to a producer. How are you feeling? What's that emotion that we want to know? What emotion is in the Sydney heart, and what do you hope to get from this pitch? What goal do you hope to achieve from this?
Well, I'm preparing from the feedback I got as well, but I'm kind of feeling every emotion. Excitement, nervousness, well, not every emotion, just excitement and nervousness, but it's like, I'm not like scared nervous, I'm more excited but now that I know what to expect, I'm like, okay, I can go in there, and like she gave me very good feedback, so I'm just implementing that feedback into my pitch. And personally, I think it's even better but I mean, I haven't read it to anybody. I haven't said it to anybody yet, but I'm very excited, and what I want to get out of it is realistically, I would love a movie deal. But if not, then just really good feedback on how I can make my movie better.
Sydney, I love that, and that's great because one thing to keep in mind: someone turned down The Matrix, someone turned down thousands of movies that broke box office records because that person didn't get it, but 5 years later, that person got it. So that's great that you have that attitude. And the thing is, do you know how many people dream of being in movies and would just love to pitch? So at the very least, you've been working on your pitch. You're going to go up to someone and you're going to pitch to them. And not many people get to do that. Maybe tomorrow after that, he's like, we're going to make it. Or maybe 6 months later, he's talking to Julia and she's like, I need a movie about so-and-so. He's like, oh my God, I know somebody. Sydney Earp.
Right.
She'll take $3 million for it.
Yeah, no shit. I've grown a ton of confidence. Before, I couldn't even look at the camera and pitch, but when I pitched the other day, I didn't break at all. Like I looked her straight in the eyes, and it was great. I don't know what went over me, but my nerves just kind of took over, and I just went straight through. Before, if I was thinking, I would stop, like wait, and then I'd continue, but now I just go straight through.
I think we have to watch the first one we did, Freddie, where she didn't even hardly want to be on camera to do this.
Hey,
and look at you now. Beautiful smile on your face.
Hey, you should have seen her, Dan, man. She jumped up on the table like that. It was hilarious.
I did. Everyone was like, whoa, that's scary.
Okay, Sydney's excited. Okay.
Yeah, that's when I was like, look, I was like, there it is. That's the proud moment. That's the breakthrough.
And
but after I pitched, I had the biggest smile on my face. I looked down and Mike's like, because I've practiced with him so much. It's not funny. I think I've spent more time.
Mike's going to his family. Oh my God, this girl! I got all the time. It's like a marriage here, man. Yeah. Well, if you ever meet Mike, you got to take him out for a beer.
For sure.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, no,
that's great.
I'm definitely very excited about pitching to like a producer and being able to say that I can pitch to something to someone is very exciting.
And that's your time, your 3 minutes. Use it how you wish. Pitch your thing. Because being an actor, there's so many auditions. I showed up, waited hours, and I didn't get to audition, even though I did everything. And at the end of the day, I killed myself. So my dad used to tell me, he goes, son, the world's not going to meet you halfway. So if you need to jump up, go to the front of the line, because at the end of the day, you have to sleep with yourself. No one's going to, make you feel better. So make sure you feel good, do what you want to do. Because if you do everything you want to do, it doesn't matter what they say you want.
I got a whole plan for Friday. I'm getting a facial at 9 a.m. and then I'm going to lunch and then I'm pitching.
Love it.
I'm like, I got a whole day planned.
All right, guys, let's get that dance break. Yeah. We're like the Brady Bunch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brady Bunch.
That is Pitch Like a Pro behind the scenes. Freddie, Dan, Sydney, Monique, Christine, and Mike. If you need someone to talk to, just call Mike. He's got time.
Oh.
Hey.